I'm trying. Yeah, I'm starting. I'm coming out as like having a very low self opinion to like help the audience like me.
Yeah, that's
nice.
smart.
Yeah,
That's smart.
Wasn't that like I read this like thing about The Simpsons recently where like James L. Brooks, like he like in early in his career, a way he would like start meetings is he would pretend to hurt himself. To like
it's very Jackie Chan of him.
No, like for like you would like go in for like a handshake and be like, "Hi, what's up?" and you like walk penis first in the desk and be like, "Ooh."
We'll do bits at meetings.
So funny. Yeah, do like slapsticks.
That's like
I just like come up on stage like a mousetrap attached to my
go,
penis,
"Ow,
just like,
fuck."
"Aye."
you always have a big bear trap around your foot.
You're just dragging it across the floor.
Yeah, come up in a full body cast.
Your arms are stuck.
Oh, things aren't going well
Things
for
aren't
me.
going well. I like try to get up on stage, my like face falls in a cake.
Over like this far away. You're like, anyway.
That's a way that one of my favorite photographers would throw
Oh,
people
yeah.
off. This guy Gary Winogrand, because he did like street photography, but in like the 60s and 70s, and he would do this thing where he would take a photo of someone, and then because he was kind of like a portly Jewish guy, big glasses, curly hair, and he would kind of do this thing where he looked like he was like bumbling around and didn't know what he was doing. So he would like take a photo of someone and then just kind of like start shifting his camera around and like looking at it to be like, I don't even know how this thing works. so to like
genius
throw
way.
people off.
It's disarming. It's
It is, yeah,
unbelievably
because you're like,
disarming.
oh, this guy's just like some tourist.
I didn't know like photographers did like Ali G style stunt
Dude, yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, it is really funny to like
Damn.
watch because there's like somebody was like shooting a documentary about him or something, and he's like doing it on the street, and it's so funny to be like, yeah, I guess if I saw some guy like looking at his camera, I would be like, oh, he's trying to take a photo of the building I'm standing in front
Oh,
of,
so
or
he's like
something like
taking
that.
like sneak photos. of
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
I thought he was
yeah.
just trying to capture everybody looking like perturbed. or
No.
something.
He was trying to do like kind of just like whatever, just like on the street kind of little moments and stuff. But
And also,
like,
it'd be smart where he'll like if Michael's the person that he's taking a picture of, he'll take a picture of them and then they'll walk past and he'll still pretend to be taking a picture past them.
yeah.
So that's like disarming. Oh, it's not me he's taking a picture of; it's the thing behind.
I
It's
was
just
in the way.
smart.
I was in the way of the thing he wanted to take the photo of,
Yeah.
not me being the thing he wanted to take the photo of.
Dude, that show How To with John Wilson.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was like on full guard watching that because I used to like live in his neighborhood.
So us too, yeah.
yeah.
Ridgewood.
So right, Ridgewood. Yeah, and it's a great show for people who used to live in Ridgewood. But I would like I was always on guard because I had like the fear of like he would be like, sometimes you meet a guy that's weird, then you just see me eating a sandwich or something like a bodega.
I saw him walking around in Ridgewood with the camera one day,
Oh,
and I was just like, I walked past him and I was like, hey, like the show, and he was just like, thank you. Like, fuck, thanks, man.
Dude, that like neon sign store, I used to like walk by that every day
yeah.
to work.
Yeah.
I almost like took my shirt off when it appeared
Yeah,
on this
like,
show.
woo!
I freaked out.
he watched me because I used to do a kettlebell class in the I don't know what that park was called over by the train, by the M train, all the way out. I do kettlebell class on Sundays, and one day I just watched him watch me for like not like standing still, but he was walking by, just watching me do my kettlebell class. I'm like, oh, I wish I had your camera so I could be a weird guy in your fucking show.
You want to be the weird. You want the damn credit.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
next guy's appeared on Max as a kettlebell teacher.
You see this
It's called
next guy?
Rosemary's Playground.
Yeah, Rosemary's Playground. That's where I like to go. Not Rosemary's Baby.
No, I don't want to. I'll say this right now. I don't want to go to Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be a little scary.
A little scary.
Wait, I'm like lost. Is there an actual place called Rosemary's Playground?
That's
got
where I was
lost.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a park that he would do like a kettlebell class.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a
In
real
Ridgewood.
park.
Yeah.
Where's Rosemary's Playground? I should know about
It's
this.
right underneath the forest.
I know every playground in this city.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of
I got a digital map in my head. It's like underneath like the M train, like the forest.
Oh, that's one of the ones I
Ave.
banned from.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
That's one of the
yeah.
It's right by
Yeah.
Topos Bookstore. If
Okay,
that is an
gotcha.
anchor for you.
That's a good one. Very
Yeah, kind
beautiful
of.
and-
Maybe.
Yeah.
I might have moved away from Ridgewood after Topo's bookstore. Wait, no. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. This is so uninteresting. Excuse me.
Well, I mean,
you just try to
anytime
triangulate places
Yeah.
in Ridgewood, which I lived 5 years ago. and like right, we started out talking about like, remember that neon sign store?
The big.
Well,
it's a-
yeah, if you do. I mean, it's always funny to me because I'll rewatch How To because I love the show, but I'm like, man, this is really made for us.
Yeah.
Like, because it even says "Hi, New York." I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, he will not here watch that.
Yeah.
yeah, dude, does that work like nationwide? People being like, oh, it do be like that when you see Kyle MacLachlan getting on the subway.
Yeah.
Can't get his fucking
Dude,
retro
what
card
an
to work.
amazing
There's
Great
yeah.
clip.
There's always a
It's
guy.
like such a good like reaction of like me trying to eat pussy.
Yeah, it's like, do people in Topeka, Kansas want to watch like a guy dressed as a caveman do pull-ups on scaffolding or something like
I
that?
got more than one season, and maybe
True.
that's just 'cause it was super cheap to make. So
Yeah, they go like, hey,
is that 2 seasons or 3?
Three.
Yeah.
Okay, word.
Yeah. I did it, but yeah, because it is pretty cheap to be like, all right, go send your little army of freaks out to go film the city and then
Yeah.
cobble together whatever your
send one
story is.
dude to like throw people off guard.
Yeah.
Using weird Micah Brucey camera techniques.
Yeah, because I'm over there going like, ah, so everyone's looking at me, and then
Pay
he can
attention to
film
me.
them. Yeah, God, that's
Throwing
that's the undercurrent of everything I've ever done. Just a guy yelling, "Pay attention to me." I go and buy a new pair of fucking shorts, and I go like, I wonder if people pay attention to me while I wear these.
I wonder if this Sam Kinison t-shirt will get me some attention.
Okay, well, first of all,
What, you're wearing it? We're talking about you.
that's true. We are, and guess what? It does get attention.
My friend had
from other
like,
guys.
My like old roommate had the funniest line about Sam Kinison. We were like, this is back when like we had cable. I lived in the house with cable, and there was like a Sam Kinison documentary on TV, and he was like watching it with me. And my roommate said, "What did it take to be a stand-up comedian in the '80s? Did you have to be able to like finish a thought?"
Dude, it's
Kind of.
Yeah,
dude.
No, that like documentary. I remember him like doing the thing on stage where he was like calling audience members exes and being like, "You fucking bitch,"
Yeah.
whatever he does.
Dude, if I had a time machine, I don't care about baby Hitler. Let him live. We'll figure it out. But I would just go back about 30 years and just do some other comedian's material, or my own even, probably, and just be like, "This is the greatest comic mind of all time." I'm doing fucking.
You would bomb.
Yeah.
Do you think I would
It'd be
bomb?
too. That's the thing is like it's the idea of like this will blow their minds. Like get to a degree where they won't even
Yeah.
be interested in it.
I would go back to the '80s, and I would also like really stack the deck by doing stand up in England too.
Dude,
Whereas people
yeah.
would just go, "Oh, that anecdote was only 7 minutes. It had 3 punchlines in it."
Yeah.
Whoa, record breaking.
Oh, we got to get this guy on Never Mind the Buzzcocks when we
Yeah.
make that.
This guy better start Edinburgh Fringe Festival so he can do an hour show about something strange his dad said once.
Oh my god.
Jesus fucking Christ! You guys can really stretch a story over there.
Unbelievable.
I'm like, I have to get this out. The one last thing I remember for that documentary is like, it was this guy was talking about how like Sam Kiss's like brother died or something.
What?
And and like his brother was a drummer, and to pay tribute to his brother, like let's say his brother's name was like Jeff. He hung his brother's drum set from the ceiling of his house with a neon sign that said Jeff. And I was like, this is awesome. This is like the most Kenny Powers.
Dude,
Yeah, absolutely.
Memorializing your dead brother.
Dude, I think about that all the time when you see like somebody talking and you're like, "Oh, this is the dumbest person of all time talking," and then you like are like, "Oh my god, they have so much more money than me."
Yeah.
Right,
like it's
yeah.
incredible how much it's like, "Oh, I don't know what it is about me, but like I know I'm smarter than this person, but they have figured out a way to monetize, I don't know, everything in their life, or just something in a way where I'm like, they definitely don't have as many roommates as me."
Yeah.
But
But also, just like, I don't know, it mind fucks me to think, like, how are they going to memorialize me when I die? Like, when you die, they're going to hang podcasting equipment from the ceiling.
If only I was known for anything. They're
Shure
gonna somehow,
mic.
Yeah, they're gonna fucking hang a bad attitude above the rafters of my
Yeah.
apartment.
A t-shirt with stink lines to represent the
They
bad
don't
attitude.
stink. Okay,
They don't stink, but it's a bad
they're dirty.
attitude.
It's
Yeah.
different.
Attribute the mic. I'm never doing laundry ever.
Yeah, I do so much more laundry than any motherfucker in this house.
I do laundry all the time.
No,
Are you guys in
pay
unit?
someone to do laundry.
That's true.
I do my own laundry.
That doesn't matter as long as it gets done.
So you don't have in-unit laundry?
No, I
Yeah,
gotta fucking
dude.
drag my shit to the goddamn laundromat.
I really
don't
miss
care.
in-unit laundry.
Dude.
I
do
take
your
a bunch of shit to get dry cleaned this morning.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Dry
Holy
clean.
shit!
I have a wedding this weekend. Yeah, in
Congratulations.
Philadelphia.
Congratulations.
It's, you congratulate my friend.
Philadelphia. Ew.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Is it all Carhartt suit? Is it all dirty?
Somebody
wedding.
called Philadelphia the most Reddit-tacular city online, and I do kind of feel that.
Oh.
They said they were like at the movie, and like the Nicole Kidman ad played, and somebody like saluted it or something. It's like, this is very Philadelphia.
It's very Philadelphia, but also very internet poisoned. Of like, we all like this. It's like,
Right.
why do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me why you like it.
You're in a B-tier city. You're not even the center of culture.
No.
I love when people are like, "I'm gonna move to Philadelphia." I'm like, why? Like, I get if you're there already.
I get if you're there. I totally
But
get if
moving-
you grew up there.
Yeah, because you're like, "I'm gonna move to Philadelphia." Like, what if I wanted to move to a city that seems to be crumbling, but it's not even New York?
Yeah.
I don't even have any of the opportunity that is afforded to me from living in New York.
I have a lot of bitterness about Philadelphia in particular because I'm from Boston, nearby Boston, where they're so spiritually similar, but everyone shits on Boston. Everyone likes Philly just because it's like a nice 2-hour day trip from Penn Station.
Dude, it is. Dude, you go there for one night with a woman and you're like, this is a great city. And you stay there for more than one night and you're like, I have food poisoning.
Yeah, once you get outside of this cobblestone.
Dude, there's about a 20-block radius you want to stay with a beautiful woman, and then everywhere else there's like teenagers with guns in their waistband.
2 blocks and it turns into a pumpkin.
Dude,
like,
it's
fuck, I hate this.
Right, yeah, and also just like all the nice areas, like I don't know, maybe they were like cool 20 years ago, but now they're just like a Shake Shack where you have to like scan a QR code to take a shit or something.
Yeah, they're like, hey, what if we get a giant slice of pizza and wrap it around a cheesesteak and then eat that? And I'm like, we call it the Philly taco. I'm like, no one eats that. You're all stupid.
You're idiots for wanting that.
Yeah. And it just feels like Philadelphia gets away with more than Boston. Am I crazy to think that? Do I have victim mindset as a Bostonian?
I don't know. I think you're making some good points.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys got away with Mark Wahlberg beating up that Vietnamese guy.
Okay, so we are big racist history.
Yeah.
But people will bring up the racism to like excuse a lot of purely vibes-based hatred of Boston.
Yeah,
this is my let me get out my Metro card. This is my subway ticket.
Purely what?
People will use racism to excuse I've talked to so many like white New York Knicks fans, like white jabronis, who the second the Celtics come up, they suddenly become Dr. Cornell West.
Because
like my brother, think of the pain.
Because Philadelphia is as racist as Boston.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree to that.
Because it's like
more black people, to be fair to Philadelphia. That I will be fair to Philadelphia.
There's more black people in Philadelphia.
Yes.
They are, but I'll say this: Red Sox fans aren't throwing batteries at their own team.
Yeah, Red Sox fans famously have never done anything problematic.
Yeah.
The last couple of years.
Yeah, that's true. Ooh. But it is like
I'm mainly pulling for the Mets this season because I just want my dad to be happy.
Yeah.
I have family from Long Island. He's like a big Mets.
Damn,
guy, so.
Boston and Long Island.
The Boston Philadelphia feeling is very, to me, because I'm from Long Island, it is very similar to Long Island, New Jersey. Where like no one wants to admit that they are the exact same place.
Sure.
They go like, no, it's so different. I go, why? You're 45 minutes away from the place that people actually want to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very similar like European racism. Just inter-Slav hatred.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you're like
they have a lot of pride in the specific meal
the
they
Sokol
make.
rivalry between these like two warring villages.
Oh yeah, Long Island is Armenia, and New Jersey is Azerbaijan for sure.
Yeah, Bay Ridge is Croatia, Staten Island is
it's like, hey man, you guys are all cops and stupid.
Yeah.
Like you guys are either cops or construction workers or both.
Yeah.
And
Bagel Boss Kai could have been from any of these.
Dude, I literally the Bagel Boss bagel store was directly across the street from my pediatrician. I had been there dozens of times.
I have Bagel Boss Guy went there. Up until his death.
I have to say, I'm sorry. If you're like from Long Island, is the Bagel Boss the equivalent of like park your car in Harvard Yard?
Dude,
it's gotta be.
When I saw the Bagel Boss guy, I was like, he seems reasonable to me. I was like, my uncles talk this like this all the time.
This is just a guy standing up for himself.
Yeah.
That's how you order there.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like they're going to keep passing you by unless you raise your voice a little.
Was he like yelling at a lady? What was the details of that video?
Like, you're not my father and you're not my boss.
No, because what happened was he was going off
Dude,
about
that is a pretty hard line.
Yeah, a little bit.
But he was talking about, I think he was on some kind of like tirade about how like, it seemed like apropos of nothing. I don't know what happened before it, but he was being like, yeah, and women on dating apps don't like short guys. And then some guy was like, shut the fuck up. Little bitch. Shut up. And then he like kind of tackled them to the ground. But yeah, that's
Wait, does he get attacked? I should go home and rewatch
he like
that
shoves
video.
a guy, and then I think the guy basically just kind of like trips, like flicks him down to the ground.
Dude, if he shoved that guy in a video, that means he's like shoved so many people. The attitude of like, what are you gonna fucking do? About it?
Yeah.
I'm 5'3".
Yeah.
Damn. Rest in peace to Bagel Boss Guy.
Yeah,
he would have loved the Rizzler.
Dude, they're about.
He is the Rizzler.
Yeah, dude. He died.
He died.
Yeah.
Did he actually die?
Yeah, he's dead.
Fuck,
Wait,
that's
what?
awesome.
Yeah, Big Boss guy's dead. I'm like 99% sure.
And the Rizzler is alive.
Can we get to pull that up, Jamie? On
Yeah,
the
I got
Boss
that.
guy being dead?
Dude, first of all, happy birthday yesterday to the Rizzler.
Happy birthday,
He
Rizzler.
listens.
Oh, happy birthday,
There you
Rizzler.
go.
Yeah, the Rizzler.
How old is the Rizzler?
I think
now?
he's 9 now,
Yeah,
or
47
8.
years old.
Dude, here's the thing. I think what happens with the Rizzler is child abuse.
Yes.
I think making a child be that fat and parading him around like Spuds McKenzie is child abuse. I think you gotta let that kid live.
I saw the Rizzler reminds me of like when you're playing like a video game and just keeps spamming your taunt.
Yeah.
Like he just keeps doing this. It's just
Yeah.
like right on the D-pad over and over.
I'm trying to think of like what's the Rizzler gonna be like. I hope. I will say this. It seems like his parents are, from what I've seen of his parents, they seem like reasonable people. They're like, all right, he's like our kid. He's not gonna do anything like weird. He's gonna be doing his Rizzler thing, and then we're gonna kind of bring him back home. Like he's not hanging out at like Kai Cenat's house or something like that. You know, where it's like. But
has he ever like talked the Rizzler?
Oh yeah, dude. There's like he was on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, and he said stuff.
Yeah, he said stuff.
Okay.
They go like, "What do you like?" He goes like cookies, and they go like, "Yeah, I bet you do. I bet you."
That would like rock if he was just like had like the accent of like a well-fed German boy, like, "Oh, Daddy, I love chocolate." Yeah. He's just like a little Augustus Gloop.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing that he had a stroke.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem
A
like he
stroke of
died.
I forgot.
stroke of-
Even though I forgot we were talking.
Yeah,
I was like,
he had a stroke of genius.
Even though I saw that.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Bagel Boss. He's not.
Also, you know he's called Bagel Boss because that's the name of the bagel store, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
He had a stroke.
Oh man, that sucks. R.I.P. Bagel Boss.
But I think he's still alive.
He's still alive. Wasn't he supposed to do? He was supposed to do like celebrity boxing, and then everyone
I
was
feel
like,
bad for how much I laughed at just like the meme you was showing me that said R.I.P. Bagel
It's
Boss.
funny.
It's
I need
funny.
to explain to the it was just a clip of him yelling. It was just a clip of him yelling at his store, and it just said underneath "R.I.P. Bagel Boss" in a way
Funny.
that was it hit my brain as funny.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
He
I'm not
should-
laughing at death.
Sometimes when people die,
I'm laughing
it's
at
funny.
it. I don't fucking care. I think Bagel Boss, the store, should have done a weekly, hey, he's here. You can get pushed by him. You can take a picture.
Yeah.
To have bagels half off.
You think they should have made him like the Frostilicus of
Yeah.
Bagel
Yeah, absolutely. Get a little, a mutually beneficial
But that's-
relationship.
I thought they
like-
should have like chained him to the wall at King Kong.
Yeah.
You just call him short.
Yeah, I can take a picture with him. It's fine. Don't get close.
Yeah.
He'll bite you.
But that's like going to like any of like the Waffle Houses that have like fight videos, which is all of them,
Yeah.
and be like, you get to fight this employee this week. They're like, hey, we're just like a business. We need to stay open.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you should have the option of like, you can raise the difficulty slider and fight 4 bagel bosses at the same time.
Holy shit, there's 4 of them.
You can fight it before your bagel where you still
Yeah.
have a little bit of energy, or after your bagel where you're a little bit more lethargic.
Yeah, if you get your bagel scooped, you can
Yeah.
fight him after.
It's like
Yeah.
those like eat several hot dogs challenges. Like you get a photo on the wall if you can fight 9 bagel bosses. Fight
I'm so fucking tired. My ankles are bitten 1,000 times.
tired. Crawling over my arms.
It's like American Ninja Warrior where you watch somebody else fight him first, and then
Oh,
you're
you
like,
figure
okay,
out-
this is how we attack it. Okay, obviously he's gonna go
Yeah.
low.
That's gotta be a Deadliest Warrior Rizzler versus Bagel Boss.
Dude, I don't know who would tap out first.
Damn.
Because the Rizzler has youthful energy, but he has no
Youthful little fat boy energy.
but he has no muscle mass,
None.
and he doesn't have the anger of being a 47-year-old 5'2" guy.
Well, the Rizzler is also trained in the art of sumo.
yeah.
It's true.
Rizzler throwing salt around the,
Rizzler-
around the bagel boss.
There's a bunch of salt bagels.
Yeah, so that's fun.
I would love to see the Rizzler with a top knot.
That'd
Like
be
a
a good
sumo
look.
guy.
Pretty
Yeah.
sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Looking like Toshiro Mifune, the damn Rizzler.
I'm going to have Grunk make that up for me.
Dude. I'm excited to see what the Rizzler's like at 45. I'll be dead by then, but
I think he's
big
going to
time.
look probably very similar, I would imagine.
yeah, is it going to be? It's not going to be a Baby Hercules situation.
In
Where-
what sense?
So
Is Baby Hercules still alive?
he is still
Okay.
alive, but he is no longer jacked, shredded, ripped, and cut up.
No.
He is no longer swole. I can't remember anymore words, but he's.
Well, I read that.
He's just
I read that he's like deathly ill or something.
Oh,
That
really?
might be misinformation.
because
but,
I just saw the thing that he was just like, I got over that. That was kind of child abuse what they did to
Truly,
me.
Yeah,
feeding me
for real.
steroids as a little
Yeah.
boy. what a hilarious game plan as a parent.
Yeah.
Like, how are we going to get out of this poverty? I know. We'll make our child shredded.
Make my kid be able to lift fucking 6 plates.
It's the South Park Gnomes thing of like, we get our child shredded, and then step 2, and then step 3, we make all this money. Wait,
Did it work? Was it like Lil Hercules profitable?
No, I don't think
He was on
so.
Howard Stern a bunch.
Yeah, but it doesn't really make any
Was
money.
Lil Hercules in the Whack Pack?
And I'll tell you from
wasn't-
experience, that doesn't make any money.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if he was in the Whack Pack. I just remember, I think he was on there I remember him being on there like 2 or 3 times when I was a kid. Because I would like listen to Howard Stern before school, which is why I can't function in society normally. I was 11 years old being like, I love when a woman sits on a Sibian. We should throw more meat at her. We should throw more lunch meat at that whore. Anyway, time to go learn cursive.
I had an idea. I should be like giving this away on the show because I still might want to write this someday. But I had an idea for a pilot. I might. I had like an idea for a pilot where it was like a '90s shock jock that gets like bumped down to public radio, like for like the scandal that like got him kicked off the air. We keep hearing about. It's like one of his interns was like riding the Sibian when a bolt of lightning struck the studio. Smash cut to the funeral.
Yeah, I love that.
I have to like write that sometime.
No, that's awesome.
I have an idea for a pilot. Don't drink anymore. Hey, folks. Welcome to the podcast.
Hey,
Oh, when did we start?
Yeah, about half an hour ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Probably about when I was chastising the Rizzler for being overweight. Or when I was
probably
fat.
when you're fat shaming a little boy.
Yeah, probably when I was really being
you're going to be on the
fat-phobic.
whack pack at this rate.
Yeah.
They only take kids with 6% body fat.
Yeah.
If I had a time machine, I'd go back and wait until Hitler was 18 and beat his ass.
Oh,
You want him to be
Fair
like
fight.
of age to
Of
beat
age.
his ass.
Yeah. I'd fucking fuck him up.
You want to find him in art school and just put him
Nice
in
painting,
like,
idiot.
But say it's 1920 something.
Oh,
whenever
beautiful.
he was around. Whenever he was that age.
Whatever math works
Dude,
out.
I think you could beat up a 15-year-old then. You could fight a
Oh.
15-year-old
But my
then.
morality is still from today.
Yes.
So I carry that with me.
And you won't beat up a 15-year-old.
No.
No.
Not a white one. You know what that means.
No, I do. I got it. I hear you loud. Brother, I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, if you're under 18, I merely have to debate him on the battlefield of ideas.
That's true. Absolutely.
I immediately have to face him in a chess match, and if he loses, he can't be racist anymore.
I would have to battle royale him in Fortnite.
Yeah,
there you go.
Diego's Gambit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one talks about bringing Hitler now. No one talks about
Dude, he would
time traveling him now.
I-
He'd freak out. in this neighborhood.
do that movie like Blast from the Past, but with Hitler. Is that what it was called? What was it called? Where it's like Brendan Fraser.
That's Blast from the Past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Blast from the Past is they've been just in a doom shelter the whole time. There's no real time
What's
travel.
the one with the knights?
the knights?
There's like knights that get like brought to our modern day. A reverse Kid in King Arthur's court.
Okay, yeah, we can do
situation.
that. Or just
Yeah.
a Bill and Ted's.
Yeah.
They bring Napoleon
A
back.
kid in Hitler's beer hall.
Oh, because you're not thinking of Black Knight with Martin Lawrence,
No,
where
no,
he
no.
is from the modern era and brought back then to bring a hip hop sensibility to the jousting range.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Movies used to write themselves.
I know.
What a time.
Yeah, you guys ever been to a Ren fair?
No, that's not my kind of vibe.
I went once and it was so fun.
Really?
Yeah, I had a great time. Our knight won the joust, which I was really psyched about. The one thing that made me really mad is that there were like guys that you were using as a general excuse to like cosplay as anyone. They would be like the Joker. And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
that's
no,
not
don't,
okay,
no,
dude.
be a knight. I hated
Get out.
that.
Everybody get out. Either dress like a regular person or time appropriate. You don't get to just dress like fucking Solid Snake.
I'm walking around the Ren Fair as big hair Goku.
Yeah, just washing.
I'm walking around a Stimpy like, that Ren.
Renaissance Fair.
I just remembered. I was like playing close at the Ren fair, and I remember it was back. I remember it was like back when I smoked, and I was like smoking outside of it, and the lady came up to me and in character, like she said, "So you're going to have to put out your smoking stick," and I had like a whole lot of fun, just like in like a jabroni voice, being like, "You're the boss lady."
Yeah, you're doing it completely
Like,
wrong
putting it
time
out on
period.
yeah.
You got it. I'm back on the
No,
clock.
that was it was really fun to be like, I gotta get back through the time tunnel to watch the Yankees win the World Series.
Yeah, I love when
You
they
heard
have
about
to.
this new kid, Derek Jeter?
Like, wait, how far back did you go? Not
I
very.
don't know.
Because the thing, when they have to uphold current rules in that vernacular, that's very funny.
Yeah, I didn't realize freaking Bloomberg was around in the Ren Fair
exactly.
time. This freaking nanny state.
Can't fucking smoke a cigarette?
Yeah, no soda next? No, none of my Ren Fair soda I love to have?
Yeah, my sarsaparilla, whatever the fuck they had then.
But what did they serve? It was like mead. That's
honey wine.
Yeah, right.
Never been to a Ren Fair.
That's so annoying.
It's too hot. They should do
it's
a
like, hey,
winter.
if I can tap to pay here, give me a Diet Coke.
Yeah.
You want to like go to a Ren Fair, you can just have like a Coors Light or something.
Yeah, but it's like okay, if you're gonna pretend we're at a different time, I can't use Apple Pay. You have to make me exchange cash for like gold coins.
Yeah, dude, Batman's right over there. Kind of paps.
Hey, you brought me here on a golf cart because I'm too fat to walk. Let me have a fucking soda.
Damn, too fat for the Ren Fair.
Dude, that's
like a Magnetic Field song.
Dude. Dude, that's like, God, it's like, I guess I've never been to the Ren Fair because I've never been a part of a polycule.
Yeah, it's probably
so it's been rough for me to. It's
one
been
of the big
rough for
obstacles. They only do groups of 4. Like, are you know? Oh, okay, sorry.
Are you guys all in love?
Yeah, they should do like a polycule special at King Richard's.
7 for 1.
Yeah,
right. It's like with like sex parties where you need a girlfriend to get into there.
Yeah, you need 2 partners to get into the Ren
Right.
Fair.
Yeah, you can't be just a single guy going to the Ren
no,
Fair.
we're 3 guys who are dating, like proving like.
Yeah, we're roommates. We're roommates. We don't want it to share one big turkey leg for an Instagram photo.
Yeah, me and the boys were just doing wild hog style gay panic humor at the Ren Fair.
Yeah, they're pronouncing us Chuck and Larry at the Ren Fair.
They pronounced my ass Chuck and Larry at the damn Ren Fair.
Fuck, they did it again. It sucks. Every time I go there, they go, "You guys Chuck and Larry?" I'm like, no, yeah, kind of.
How do you know about that?
Yeah.
No, it's always in the summer, and I don't really like being outside at a big park in the summer like that.
Dude, hell yeah. Thank you. I was like feeling, I was not having fun. It was, okay, so not to like timestamp the podcast, it was uncharacteristically warm on Saturday. We're still like coming into the summer. It was like 80 degrees during a week when it's 50, and I hate those days. It's just like, knowing you're seeing everyone's favorite t-shirt is nauseating to me. It makes me sick.
Yeah.
Like, really, that?
Yeah.
Mighty Mighty Boss Tones tee from 97. Interesting.
It's the thing, though. It's like, because you also see people where it's like, oh, you didn't know it was going to be shorts weather, and you didn't do sock laundry yet.
Right, yeah.
You're wearing like a light blue ankle sock because you didn't realize it was 80 degrees outside, and you'd be putting on your best Missoni from Target gray with black speckle dress shorts.
Yeah, just you were seeing like people forgot how to dress this summer. So you're just seeing like the weirdest outfits of like elf shoes and a mayor sash.
I saw a guy on Saturday at the park. Dude, I went to the park. I went to Fort Greene Park. And first of all, it seemed like everyone who did B2B sales in the greater Brooklyn area, every upper middle class white person 30 to 40 was like, we got to go sit at the park with our brand new very curved hat on. So this is what's in style for like capital W white guys now.
They're always capital W.
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
what the fuck that means?
But it's like a hat. It's like a 5-panel hat, like a regular kind of
a cap,
but not a dad hat, like a little bit taller. And it's some kind of word. I don't know what doesn't matter what the word is. It could be for a city, could be for a business, and it's in a curve, and it's upside down for some reason.
Yes.
There's so many hats that just say like Atlanta upside down or whatever fucking city they're so proud to be from, but they still live here.
Well, you live here for some reason. Interesting.
But
I think I got mixed up trying to envision this. Is it like just a fucked up style of like baseball cap?
Yeah, it's like
for a second I was picturing like a tri-corner hat with like a feather in it or something.
Yeah, it's just like a baseball cap, but like
all the finance bros are dressing like Link now.
Dude, I wish they all. It is so funny that like every finance bro, I don't know, they all kind of dress. I mean, everyone dresses like TikTok now, so they all wear like. Crop, every hat looks like that now.
Okay.
Every fucking hat looks like that now. So it's a bunch of guys wearing those and like brand new Ray-Bans, all at Fort Greene Park. But there's a guy who I don't know what he thought he was doing, or if he like had a long Friday night and but he was wearing like kind of like tight black like jogger sweatpants, white socks, and then like leather loafers. And I was just like, hey man, pick one. You can't be like, I'm doing the athleisure thing and the loafer thing. And he was like walking through the park like a little like he didn't even look
that's like a weird like business in the front party. I can't even like envision that in my head.
I'm like, did you forget?
I'm going to these are tearaway pants. I'm going to a black tie.
I'm like, did you forget? I'm like, did you forget to bring your sneakers to the gym, or did you forget to bring your dress pants to work?
Right.
What did you do? What did you do here?
Dude, I gotta start doing like deadlifts and loafers and shit.
Yeah. People will respect you. You start working out in jeans and loafers at the gym. People
That's like
are
a Jason Statham thing. I feel like, go to the gym in like leather dress shoes.
Super transporter mode,
dude.
The guy who got famous just for being the only British man who knows karate.
The one British man who's intimidating.
Yeah. Holy shit, this guy's got fucking knuckles. Get in here, bud. Tough guy.
He got his start in Guy Ritchie stuff.
Yeah, Lock, Stock was his first thing.
Okay.
He was a diver.
Did you? I've like never seen any of those movies. Does he like do karate in the Guy Ritchie?
He
movies?
knows how to fight, not karate, but he knows how to
fight. He's like a karate guy, right? He was in,
basically a karate guy. So he knows how to fight a little bit. He was a swimmer. He was a diver, I believe. He was in Lock, Stock. He plays like a guy who sells stuff on the street, like like cologne and perfume. He was actually doing that. And someone's like, hey, Guy Ritchie needs this kind of guy or something like that. And he goes, I'll do it. I'm that guy. That's what I do. And he was just very charismatic. Sound like
I'm trying to like score points, but like the bar is like so low for like white action stars. Like this guy was like a professional swimmer.
Yeah.
And like meanwhile, like Jackie Chan, he was like beaten with sticks when he was a kid until he could like do a backflip.
Truly. I mean, it's weird how like, so Lock, Stock, and Snatch were his first two things basically. And he's not really in act. He's just talking. Like he's not doing anything in action. And then he gets to America, and like action guy. He goes, all right, wait, you're paying me? Whatever, I'll do Mean
That's
Machine.
cool. He like had it in his bag though.
Kind of,
like like he's like doing like kicks in the transporter.
Yeah.
So he practiced martial arts. It says he began practicing Chinese martial arts, kickboxing, and karate recreationally in his youth while working at local market stalls. And he was a footballer and a diver. He was on Britain's national diving team and competed in the Commonwealth Games.
Wow.
And then he was a model for a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah, at least he has like a real resume as to like Steven Seagal is like, yeah, I own 20 dojos in Japan.
Dude, I fucking hate Steven Seagal so much.
Actually, my girlfriend has a dojo in Canada where she lives, and I practice there a lot.
You don't enjoy the films of Steven Seagal?
Oh no, I hate him so much. He like he's a genuine piece of shit.
One of the worst human beings to ever live.
Genuine piece of shit.
Kind of weirdly addicted to like Steven Seagal movies during the pandemic.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, interesting. I got addicted to huffing keyboard duster. That was my thing.
I know, which is worse.
And which
Who's
is worse?
to say?
Yeah. Worse for society.
Yeah, he is the keyboard duster of like action.
For a second, you're like, this is awesome. And then
I love
keyboard does.
Why isn't this a more?
I can tell you, just like he's like kind of like the male Ariana Grande. Nobody's ever been like better served by an olive skin tone than Steven Seagal. Because like, let me tell you, Chinese, Russian, Native American kids were waiting so long for their Black Panther.
Yeah.
And then came Steven Seagal.
Under siege
Seagal forever.
He's like seriously pretended to be like 5 races in different movies. It's like actually crazy.
He's pretends to be Native American in what's the fucking Alaska
On Deadly
one?
Ground.
On Deadly Ground.
Oh,
where Michael Caine does not try at all to not have a British accent.
Right. He's wearing like a bolo tie. He's like a Texas oil
Is Michael Caine pretending to be Native American also in that movie?
Say again?
Is Michael Caine pretending to be Native
Michael
American
Caine
also?
used to be like a Texas oil guy.
Oh, yeah.
But he's like, this bloody Steven Seagal.
I'm from Dallas.
Mr. Wine.
I'm from bloody Dallas.
You don't mess with Texas.
I'm from North Dallas.
North Dallas. You cunt.
That's On Deadly Ground is a really good one because it ends with like a 10-minute speech about the environment.
It's so long.
It's like apparently it was like longer and they had to cut it down because like people in test screenings were like revolting. I have he has like a line reading I'm obsessed with during the end speech where he goes, "But the plankton is dying."
He wanted to be Brando so bad. Fucking loser, dude.
I unfortunately like got to the point where he started to have like kind of like a weird anti-charisma to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're at the point where like, okay, he's like, he has something. Like he has some kind of magnetism on screen.
Okay.
Because he's like a charlatan. He's like,
Yeah.
you have to be charismatic enough to get anyone to believe in the lies that you're telling.
Yeah, no, he's like truly enough of a sociopath that he is like compelling in the way like a good salesman
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And there's stuff like in scenes where he has to like be like a shitty asshole tough guy. He is an asshole because I pulled up. Like, have you seen that movie where he's just like, he like plays a cop and he's in like a mob bar and he's trying to get like people to like rat on their friend and he's just like being an asshole to people. He's
I
like,
don't think
anybody
so.
seen Richie? It's like a famous scene. He's legit really good at it.
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Is it the one he runs and you're like, oh, he runs like a girl?
No, that's really funny.
Have you seen that?
No, that's like a thing about him. That's
he
just the
runs
thing
like a
with
girl.
action stars. Like nobody knew how to like run until like Tom Cruise.
Truly.
Like,
97, everyone's like, oh, right.
have you
Is it
seen,
marked for death?
it's Out for Justice.
Out for Justice.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, but there's like but no, like I was like old Michael Caine. I watched like Get Carter recently.
dude, yeah.
And it's like just speaking of Michael Caine, it's just like primo like tough guy Michael Caine. Then you see him run and his like hands are flailing at his side.
I watched Out for Justice recently, but Out for Justice is he's still a cop and he's from Brooklyn and he's in his neighborhood trying to figure out who's the drug dealers. And then Marked for Death is he's retired from the DEA and he goes back to his hometown to discover that drugs have infiltrated his hometown. I'm like, oh, it's the same movie twice.
Same movie twice.
There's a fuck.
Oh, and he wears in Out for Justice. He's an NYPD detective, and he's wearing a beret with a patch on it.
Oh yeah,
like a lot.
Like they all love to do.
It's insane,
Him and Kinnison are really fucking going for berets.
dude. Yeah.
Now there's like one though, like early in his career, he's like fighting like ex-CIA guys who became like drug traffickers, and it's like,
oh, that
yeah,
rings a bell. I must have seen this. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like one of the first ones. Like, fuck yeah, but they like never make movies like this anymore. Where like the government's the bad guy. It was like,
yeah, good point.
yeah.
Damn,
I had a good time. Yeah, I had a good time with it. He's obviously one of the worst human beings to ever exist.
Well, my dad, since he's an immigrant, he loves action movies. He's like, you don't got to listen to anything. Like, it doesn't. The dialogue does not matter. You just watch it. So like, we have like a plethora of bootleg VHSs of all action movies. So I saw like all Seagal stuff. I've seen all of them, but it's like seeing him in On Deadly Ground, the scene where they're doing that hand slapping game. I'm being a little boy. I'm like, stop hitting him. That's how you got your point across.
No, that's like the perfect Steven Seagal scene because it's like not only does he like beat this man in like a fight, he also has to like spiritually humiliate
Truly
him.
embarrass him.
And at the end of the scene, like the guy's like, "I'm so sorry. Thank you for teaching me."
It's the guy from Dumb and Dumber that sits in the
Mike
middle.
Starr, the great character actor, Mike Starr.
Mike Starr.
He has to humiliate a respected character actor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A guy who's a million times better at his job than you are. Fucking dickhead.
The description for Above the Law is truly incredible. Nico Toscano is an Italian immigrant.
Oh, he is.
American patriot, ex-CIA agent, Aikido specialist, and unorthodox Chicago policeman. He is as committed to his job as he is to his personalized brand of justice. Expert and thorough, bone crushing. First of all, the second sentence doesn't make sense, and the first sentence is about who he is longer than the description of. There's no description of the movie.
No.
They're just telling you that he is he's a cop who believes no one is above the law.
Crazy.
Well, that's also like his like fighting style. I'm talking too much about this. I swear.
Please.
I don't give a shit. I'm having fun.
This podcast is about nothing. It doesn't matter. No one listens.
No, I want to eventually like get to like Van Damme though, or something.
Gotta get to
whatever. But like his like fighting style is very funny because it's like. You watch it. Do you remember how like 80s Batman fights where he just kind of like moves his body while people run by him? Because like the suit is made of like fucking like aircraft rubber, so he has no like range of motion. Yeah, like Steven Seagal would have been a good Batman. The only thing holding him back from being Batman is he has kind of like a 6 out of 10 jawline. But
yeah.
You don't want to accentuate what's going on there.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The annoying thing is that Steven Seagal is legitimately very, very good at Aikido, but the problem is Aikido sucks dick.
It's like bullshit, right?
Fucking the dumbest thing in the world.
It's so
This is
stupid.
very useful if your enemy is sprinting at you at full speed and also handing you his arm.
Yeah, and he's in on the bit.
He's also a huge piece of shit to.
I like that.
In judo, they call it uke, the student that the teacher is demonstrating the technique on. So like there's videos of Steven Seagal like showing things to camera, and this is a fucking guy who's like just trying to be a martial artist, and he's just like fucking karate chopping him in the throat, and he falls and he goes, see?
A guy who do, like also probably had to like pre-rehearse a tumbling routine just to like make this like look even slightly good at all.
Yeah, and it's like, I was a kid. I remember seeing
I like
videos.
that you like launched into a martial art. And,
Oh,
like,
dude, it drives you crazy because it's like
no, like Mike was just like, I can just let him cook.
He's gonna be on this for 20 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Well, it just drives you crazy.
Camera tightens in on us too. Becomes Charlie Rose.
It gets all dark.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
right.
you have no idea how bad I want this to be Charlie Rose set. It's so expensive.
That should have Charlie Rose's punishment for getting Me Too is he just should have been banished to that black void.
He's there by himself.
He has to wander for eternity.
Hello?
Hello.
He just gets smaller and smaller. Like, fucking big is this room? But yeah, Steven Seagal's, like, I remember being a kid and watching those, like, demonstrations where those three guys just constantly sprint at him and he just turns a little bit and they go flying. You're like, so powerful. And then your balls
the
drop.
guys are like doing wire fu on themselves.
They're doing 99% of the work. He's such a fucking dickhead. And then the best.
Steven Seagal's like the Tony Hinchcliffe of martial arts.
There you go.
Because all these people are like, hey, I'm going to help you do your thing. And then he's like, I'm going to embarrass you.
And you're like, wow, that sucked.
Yeah.
Terrible. So Anderson,
he's just making fun of the open micers of fucking martial arts guys.
You're not funny.
You should quit doing martial arts.
One thing that like bums me out. So I'm saying this is like a guy who's like maybe watched like 3 UFC events in his life. One thing that bums me out is like I grew up watching like action movies where like fighting styles are such a big thing, and it seems that in real fighting styles are like bullshit. I would love if in real fighting people like in UFC matches like, let me show you my eagle's claw.
Yeah. So kind of. So like disciplines in MMA now have become much more homogenized where it's like we're all just doing MMA now.
Yeah.
It used to be boxer, sumo wrestler, right?
Right.
And they learned you can't have these huge glaring weaknesses because the fight will just be taken to your weakness. Mm-hmm. If you're good on the ground, I'll make you keep standing up and I'll punch you.
Everyone has to be like a little good at everything.
Exactly.
Like as a baseline.
And now it's become its own martial art, basically. It is MMA, right?
Well, it seems like it's like the optimized martial art, right?
Exactly.
There's actually nothing that's better. This is both in competition and in a street fight, right?
Truly.
Damn.
But it does ruin that fun, like crazy style.
Like those old like pride fights where it was guys just me and a friend watched the first ever like UFC events. It's hysterical. It's just a complete
so
guy with
show.
one boxing glove on.
Right.
Art
Exactly.
Rest in peace, Art. But also the funny
Or there are dudes like doing like eye gouges and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what the fuck, the German guy. He's a real fucking piece of shit and a Nazi.
Adolf Hitler.
Adolf Hitler. We talked about it earlier. No, but the UFC one is funny aesthetically, looking at it, very funny. Right. Listening to the commentators who don't know, who know obviously nothing about MMA because it's new, but they just didn't know how to. There was no vernacular for what was happening. So like watching it now, and they're just like, he seems to be squeezing his arm. Jim Brown was one of the guys. Like, why is he there?
I think I remember that
Football player. And civil rights activists.
It's so funny, like the way, like commentators on like combat sports. Like I somehow like found myself watching an XFL broadcast on like YouTube, and like they were like on like YouTube or something because I don't know. I went down a rabbit hole.
Dude, rabbit holes happen.
Yeah, and like the commentary was just like, oh, he got his bell wrong on that play. It's just like talking about guys getting concussions.
Absolutely got another concussion
it's so
there.
Fucked up.
Fucking Christ, XFL. They tried to come back, right?
They did, yeah, and apparently it was like getting decent ratings until it was like shut down by the pandemic. That sounds like the easiest excuse ever. I think like legit though, it was doing fine as an off-season football league.
Yeah. And what's his name was a big The Rock was like big. He was like a big he was on one of the teams or something. Yeah.
Right.
Like Trump with the AFL.
Yeah,
I'd like to get. I was gonna say I would like to get an XFL like teams for the Knights, but I figured out that's kind of like the final boss of like an annoying Brooklyn guy, where you're like Orlando Rage.
Hey, you hate me?
Wearing my he hate me jersey to the bar. Yeah.
I would sincerely like to go to a lingerie football league game. That I think would be very.
Is that
fun.
still around?
I don't know.
I remember like a friend of mine when I was a kid be like, "Let's watch the fucking lingerie football league." It's like, dude, this is weird.
And then you watch it and you're like, these whores are not good at defense at all. You're getting weirdly sexist.
They can't cover the pass.
You're sexist and like in like two different ways.
Yeah. I wish they would just focus on the damn game.
Yeah.
I wish they would just run the freaking ball.
Yeah.
Big-titted idiot won't fucking run the ball. God damn it. I'm losing $2,000 in this game. And the bookie's like, are you sure?
Yeah, just a degenerate gambler.
Yeah, dude. That's when you got to call the number.
Yeah, the
when you
bookie's
start
like
betting on the lingerie football league.
the bookie's like, can you send me a link? I don't know where else to watch this to make sure they cover those.
Isn't that like a joke? People make some of the biggest supporters of like women's college basketball are like degenerate gambling addicts.
I bet.
Oh yeah,
right.
absolutely.
Because women won't they won't stoop to the men's level and throw a game like the guys do. That's what it is. They have a sense of
Pride.
honor and pride.
I thought this was a real thing.
No. I'm just a very good actor.
Is that like written somewhere in like Title IX or something that you have to have like honor?
Yeah, oddly enough.
But yeah, that is something that I won't let it get its hooks into me is sports gambling.
You got to be careful. You're really
Dude,
I would have a big problem with it, so I've just decided to not even look at it.
Yeah.
Dude, back when they were first rolling out the apps after they legalized it, remember they were offering these crazy sign up bonuses. Like if somebody scores a touchdown, you get like $200 or something like that.
Yeah.
I got like one of those bonuses. I was like, okay, I'll play around with this for a week, and I like blew all the money so fast.
Wow.
So way at the top, be like, I can't ever get for real. I bet the over on Russell Westbrook. Like nobody should ever trust me with anybody.
Dude, but that's the thing too is like they give you those bonuses, but you can't take it out.
And you can only
Is that
bet
true?
with it.
I think there's some of
It's
it
just
where
like funny money.
Well, it's basically like you could use it. You can you can't like. I think it's like the sign up bonus.
You have to like win X amount to be able to take it.
You have to like bet it again. Basically, you can't if they're like you get $50 sign up bonus, and you can't just be like, all right, I'm gonna bet $5, get 50. And then close my account.
I figured it was like 200 like credits or something.
Yeah, I
like
think that's
that.
basically what it is.
Which is still a lot of money if you can, like, if you're good at it. I have friends who like they're good at it and like.
Yeah, it's like people who are good at it have made like 7% on top of it. It's like you could just like collect bottles and cans in your neighborhood and make the
it does not seem like enough money for the amount that you have to like totally give your life over to.
It's like
and,
stand-up comedy or anything else.
Don't people always say that's like the addiction with the highest suicide rate?
Whoa,
that's what I hear. Yeah, which makes
it's also not
sense.
going to kill you in the same way that other drugs will.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
because I'm addicted to being a dentist, and that seems to have an incredibly high suicide rate.
I just like putting my fingers in people's mouths.
Yeah, I just have like DraftKings in one hand and a drill in the other. I don't know. So I like turn the drill on myself.
I have a TV on the ceiling so I can watch sports while I'm doing dentistry. And I'm like, fucking UConn. God damn it.
You're not even looking at
I'm not even
fingers are just full of blood.
Like, ow!
Sorry.
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, fucking Raiders didn't beat the spread.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's off season. I'm playing today.
Wasn't there like, there's like a story with like Norm, who's like famously a degenerate gambler.
Loved it.
Where like, I forgot where I heard the story. I might be like getting it wrong, but he was like, taping a pilot of something. It was gonna be like his sitcom.
Okay.
It was taping a pilot and they just got like a bad audience and it wasn't going well and there was just this like awful vibe backstage. And like somebody saw like Norm pacing back and forth and like they came up to him, they were like, oh, pretty rough. And then Norm was like, yeah, man, it's looking like the Eagles aren't going to beat the spread. He wasn't worried about the pilot.
Funny about that. Even
I know I'm funny. I've proven it for 30 years.
Right.
Fucking the Eagles need to prove they can cover the spread.
Yeah, dude, that's it's like once people start like betting on stuff they don't even care about, like sports they don't care about and stuff like that, where I'm like, that's a rough look.
It just
was like I'm betting on like I'm betting on like the college softball World Series.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, Purdue is gonna smash Ole
people
Miss.
say it like puts a lot of stakes in like a neutral game you're just watching, which is true, and that's kind of fun. But like, I don't know, part of the reason I like sports is I get to be annoying about being from New England.
Yeah,
I like the personal investment.
Yeah, it's like you're passionate outside of monetary gain.
Right. Yeah, it's like a totally acceptable, like fun kind of tribalism that everyone buys into.
Yeah. There's a line, obviously, because I have a team and I go to the games and I support. Online I'll see people arguing, blah blah blah. I have a very distinct line where it's I will root for my team. I will have fun when they win. If they lose, I do not let myself feel bad or like be like, oh, like I just be like, whatever. I don't play for them. I don't get paid if they win. That doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
But people that like cross the line into feeling bad to the point where they treat the people around them poorly, like that's like yelling at your wife because
smashing
the
the
of course,
smashing the TV while you're watching the Super Bowl.
Embarrassing.
Yes.
Seeing dudes like fight in the stands because of it, like it's just crazy.
I will. It does feel if you're like on with a friend you both buy into and you're just like having fun. It can be fun to get into like kind of like a Sports Center style like yell off at each other.
Oh yeah.
I have like a friend who's a Yankees fan. I got it. I like was talking at a bar and like got heated, and it was like kind of weird. It felt like we were doing the haka together. Like, afterwards, we were both like, "Oh, that was really fun."
Yeah, it's like male friendship bonding.
No,
exercise.
it was for real. Like we did like the UFC dap up. After.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, you're both bowing to each other in the middle of the bar.
We felt like I felt like we were the Gallagher brothers.
Ooh.
We were doing fun brotherly roughhousing.
There you go.
Oh, I thought you meant Gallagher and Gallagher 2.
No.
I literally did as well for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
we're
like a
both
big
smashing
mallet?
watermelons at each other.
Yeah, that was the rift between them.
Yeah.
One of them was
Oasis
one of them was a Clippers fan.
Yeah. Oasis broke up because they were like, I started smashing watermelons first.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely dying to find a Gallagher album. I just think it'd be very funny to hold like it's like have an audio.
Noel sign it.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so that was your brother's solo album. Sorry about that.
I'm just like the one guy at like the reunion show at MetLife being like like with a tarp in front of me waiting for them to start smashing. Yeah.
Yeah, you show up in the middle of August at MetLife in a poncho, sweating to death.
I have a friend getting married on that day. I want to go to that show.
Dude.
Yeah.
Tell your friend.
So
we know people that are like going to London to see them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Divorce rate is 50%, right? Oasis getting back together is like 0%. It's never gonna happen again.
I think there had to be like a clause in the contract I read where it's just like if you boys get into a tussle or something, you get like,
they're like
X amount of money.
Yeah, like you do not get paid if you do not perform.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's the only way they got to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that's crazy.
I love them so much.
They're great.
I'll say it, positive male role models. I'll say it.
Listen, I got this haircut. You know I'm gonna go see him at MetLife.
Are you going?
Yeah, dude.
Damn,
I'll be
dude.
there.
You have tickets?
I'm jealous.
Yeah, me and Juba are going.
Oh, that's sick.
That rules.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When is it?
August 31st.
That's great.
I think it's like they're doing 2 nights. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him warm up for the first one, and then I'm gonna get the good one.
Get the nerves out of the
Make sure you're on point by the time I get there.
Yeah, I really hope it's not one of those ones where I go like the first night they played all the hits, and the second night they played only deep cuts that they played all of Noel Gallagher's Flying Birds, whatever fucking his solo shit.
Dude, they're not like they're not like tight enough to be like have that level of like synchronicity as a band that they're doing anything but like a predetermined set list. Yeah. They're not like locked in.
Better not be.
God, yeah, they better not be locked in.
Yeah, let's hit that.
Oh, we want to hit this?
Let's do that now.
Oh, okay.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the energy drink corner.
Oh shit, we're here. Oh,
we review an energy drink every episode.
Oh yes,
and you do
that,
too.
Yeah. And you were part of that.
Yeah, we're gonna you're gonna turn off your mic.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, go stand in the bathroom for a minute.
What's your caffeine intake like?
I drink a lot of coffee. I've never been an energy drink guy, which I almost feel like I'm like disappointing people by saying that.
No, another way.
You're just not a true gamer.
No, for real. Like the way I'm coded, you think I would like love a popsicle that makes you better at Halo. But
yeah, dude. You're like actually. I think it's awesome that you can reseal the can of game fuel in case you want to take.
No,
just in case you knock it over on your desk.
I started going to the gym this year, and I actually did kind of like start drinking C4 a little.
Oh, dude, yeah, absolutely.
It makes me feel like insane.
It makes your skin tingle.
No, like it does.
Yeah.
Is that like just the pre-workout, or is that an energy drink thing?
That's it. There's an actual chemical in C4 that does that.
It's so like
it gets you going.
It's awesome.
Yeah, dude. Congratulations on working out. That's awesome, dude.
Oh, still waiting to see any progress. Right?
Hey,
baby steps. I think it's something I have to like figure out my diet. So I recently
that's a huge part of it.
I recently readjusted. I was trying to do like body recomp, what it's called. I think I'm gonna try and lose weight and then bulk up.
Oh, there you go.
I'm shifting priorities.
Hey, dude, that's great. It's gonna work.
This is so not interesting.
Let
me go.
The fans love.
Let me pull out Steven Seagal's filmography.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Okay. This week we have Odyssey 222, the sacred geometry energy drink.
Beautiful.
All right, damn. That's like a Rush album.
Matt got me this from across the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. This is Energy Plus Focus, sparkling pineapple mango. Ooh, it's got lion's mane, cordyceps, and 222 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, it's perfect because of the name.
Yeah, it really makes sense.
Shit.
But it has...
It does sound like a band where their songs are like divided into movements.
Oh, yeah. Because this boosts energy and cognitive performance. 1,500 milligrams of lion's mane extract, 1,250 milligrams of cordyceps extract. Oh, that supports athletic endurance.
Yeah, I like cordyceps.
Ooh, green tea caffeine. Oh, we'll see about that. L-theanine. That promotes mental well-being and may reduce mild stress and anxiety levels, especially if you're drinking 222 milligrams of caffeine.
It really evens that out.
We got some ginseng. All right, whatever. 35 calories, no sugar. Whatever. Who cares?
Pop that
Energy
bad boy
and
open.
focus. I don't know how I feel. I'll say this. Oh, it says made with mush love, like because there's mushrooms in it, and it's made in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm not excited anymore.
Nothing good comes from 954.
No. All right.
Andrew's can review corner. I like the can.
Oh, all right.
I think it's a neat can.
Big Andrew's already a fan of the can. I like cordyceps. I should buy some. I like
When
that.
you were saying the ingredients, I did. Oh my god, it's like really foamy. Is that normal?
No.
It literally looks like I'm like drinking shampoo with the
Ooh.
amount
It feels
of
like
in
the-
here.
It does look very soapy.
It looks like the first beer out of a keg.
Yeah.
A lot of head on it.
Very pissy.
It smells. I really
See,
am
this
getting.
is
I'm
like-
really getting the mango though.
Wait, did you guys are okay? I have to
No,
take a
I haven't.
Just send
Yeah,
him.
take a sip.
You can take a sip whatever you want.
Okay.
Mango. Okay, there's real.
Before I take a sip, I just want to establish this does like, as somebody who doesn't drink energy drinks, this does seem like all energy drinks to me. It's got
Yeah.
like a pungent odor.
Yeah.
It's like neon yellow. Okay, I'll take a sip.
Battery acid. Oh
This
my
has
god, he drank it. He
pineapple
drank it.
juice.
Oh my god.
This has pineapple juice concentrate and mango juice concentrate. So I'm excited. It smells like mango, like real mango.
That's actually not like horrible. I think
It's not horrible.
Yeah,
It's very water forward.
yeah, but I was afraid of it being really like pungent tasting.
Oh,
So the
okay.
water
Yeah.
forward was actually
A little refreshing
yeah.
for you.
You know, the people say they taste like piss. This is hydrated piss.
Is hydrated.
Yeah.
piss. I do
'Cause
not
this
like
is-
this.
No, because
No.
it's sweetened with erythritol, which is one of those interesting.
Sweet dreams are made of this.
Yeah, which is one of those interesting sweeteners. Oh yeah, no, this has a really bad
I
aftertaste.
do not like this.
It is.
I think this is kind of not bad.
Now, what the fuck do you know?
Okay. I get no for real. I guess.
I mean, because
If
I
you like
like
it, that's great.
I like the really like the C4 popsicle that makes you good at Halo style energy drinks. So like
The
those
liquid
are
candy.
that's my style.
are
this
you
is-
guys like coffee drinkers?
I drink coffee.
I'm not. I'm all energy. drink.
Maybe like I'm influenced by I don't take sugar in my coffee.
Black coffee too.
I do it just milk.
Oh, I do black.
Yeah, I should do it just black. If I'm
Do
only
whatever you
doing
want.
Just milk. But
yeah, I don't like this one bit.
Yeah, for some reason I don't like too much sweetness. I guess so.
That's fair.
Hey, you're sweet enough.
Well, thanks.
This is it's not disgusting.
No,
I don't want to drink any more of it.
the green tea never sits well as
Yeah.
like the sweetener.
So I have
caffeine
had
thing.
3 coffees. Say, like in a few minutes, am I gonna feel insane? 'Cause
No,
is this
no.
gonna
It's
like
pretty-
fucking? Is this gonna give me the C4 tingles?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Are
don't
my
think so.
teeth gonna start vibrating?
I'm falling
gonna see
asleep
God.
right now.
Yeah, let me give you the guest mouth guard.
It's formed to Claire Parker's teeth, but I think you can make them fit on yours.
I don't love how when you drink something like this right now, when you drink it, it feels like the taste is behind an inch of water. I don't know how else to explain that.
Yeah,
it's like
because you smell it and you're like, this is gonna taste awesome, and
Yeah.
then you taste it and you're like, this tastes kind
You
of.
just described me the flavor of like most drinks without sugar, though. You know what I mean?
I guess
Like
so.
they all kind of lead watery.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like kind of shocked. I'm the only guy like going in the paint for this.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You can, I'm happy you have some kind
I've
of
had
passion for it.
9,000 energy drinks in my life. This
Not
is
disgusting. I don't want to
Yeah.
finish it.
no,
I would never buy it again.
no.
But if someone told me they liked it, I go, oh, all right.
Can I see that beautiful, beautiful can?
Give them the can.
Crazy, yeah.
Take that home
Give
with
him
you.
the can.
It's Andrew's Can Corner.
I'm going to give Odyssey 222 a 2.22.
Oh, really?
What's out of the scale?
One-
Oh, sorry. 0 out of 5.
0 out of 5.
5, you like it so much you'll order it online for yourself.
Mhm.
0, you hate it, obviously. 4 means you like if you saw it in the store, you'd buy it.
So I don't like half numbers. I'm a round upper, so I'll give it a 4.
Oh,
Yeah, but if I did do half numbers, it would be a 3.5.
If you did, but you don't.
But I don't. But I don't.
And I'm
so
giving it a
4.
straight 2.
Put it on the can.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh yeah.
4 stars. Yeah, the review is Andrew Durso. 4 stars. Parentheses because I don't like half numbers.
Yeah. Well,
Just on the same
4
page.
stars on a technicality.
I remember one time when I was a kid, I forget what movie it was, but on the front of like a movie in like the video store, I saw like the critic quote was like, Roger Ebert, thumbs up. It's like, that's bad. Because
That's
that means
bad.
it didn't get 2.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
That's
on
really good clarification.
You're on Letterboxd being like your 4 stars is out of this world, and your 2.5 is completely
No, that's how it
empty.
is for me. I find half stars to be cowardly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
I
it's
like-
just like,
I like
I
the
don't know. Once you're like
granularity.
getting at the point where it's just like, it get like super dumb where it's like Pitchfork, like what's the difference between like a 7.6 and a 7.7?
The 7.7 is a little bit better.
I like just doing like, shut the fuck up. I'm a guest here.
It's a higher number, so it's a
Yeah,
little
it's
bit
more-
No, you
more is
know,
better.
you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't act fucking obtuse.
Well, speaking of, we're going to end, but are you on Letterboxd?
I am, yeah.
Could you give us your favorite 4, your top 4?
Oh, they're very annoying.
Who gives a shit,
It's
yeah.
like it's like old like art movies and
Great.
shit.
We love that.
That's great.
I do not subscribe to the thought that someone has to have dumb bad movies to be relatable. I don't like the idea of someone liking.
All right, well, keep that in mind then.
Yeah,
Asking me,
absolutely.
one is an old Hong Kong action movie called Righting Wrongs, starring Yoon Biao and Cynthia Rothrock.
I've been told to watch this actually.
Dude, it's fucking like beyond excellent. Like if I
Okay.
taught a class on action movies, there's a fight between Yoon Biao and Cynthia Rothrock that's like no frills, just like an amazing use of like space. Just YouTube it. The other is an old Jerry Lewis movie called The Ladies' Man. It's another one of them. Now there's a British TV show called Brass Eye. It's like an old comedy show.
Okay.
Do you know Chris Morris? It's a really funny like old British comedy show.
How old? 90s,
90s.
or 60s? Okay.
90s. It's just like probably like the funniest like comedy show I've ever seen. It's just,
Okay,
like, really
sick.
funny. It's maybe a little like edgelordy, as the kids would say. It's like just warning you going into
What's it called again?
Brass Eye. It's like
Brass
a parody
Eye.
of like American tabloid TV in
Okay.
a way that's like very smart and very incisive.
Sick.
And the fourth is it's an old Chantal Ackerman movie called The Beatings of Anna.
Oh.
And that's and the fifth, Back to the Future.
Yeah. You have to. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Chantal Ackerman's very
Jurassic
good.
freaking Park, baby.
The Nutty Professor.
Very
So
sick.
yeah,
The Jerry
that's my
Lewis one.
top 4.
It's a great top 4.
I think it's very annoying.
I only think it's
that wasn't
annoying.
meant to break containment.
No, I only think it's annoying if someone's being dishonest.
Yeah, if you don't mean it.
I think it's annoying that A, it's that, and B, I was able to recall it.
Kind of, but it's your favorites. How do you not know
Yeah.
your favorites?
Right.
You say something?
Do you guys
I
have
think-
a fave 4?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I want to hear the damn fave 4.
My top 4 are Drop Dead Gorgeous. I think it's the
That's
funniest
a great
movie ever
movie.
made.
That's really fun. Hard to find.
Hard to find. Very
Yeah.
hard to find.
I'd like torrent it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Number 3, Piano Teacher.
Ooh, shit.
Number 2, Rushmore.
Hell yeah.
And number 1, 12 Angry Men.
That's a great top 4.
Yeah.
That's an excellent top 4.
Mine is number 4 is Happiness.
hell
Todd
yeah.
Salons for the freaks. Number 3.
I'm a fucking idiot. No, that
Yeah.
was Boogie Nights. Excuse R.I.P. Philip.
Number 3 is also The Piano Teacher.
Mhm.
I love it.
Just 2 bros watching the piano
dude.
teacher.
Dude, you should have been
That's
here.
an insane
All the men that live in this apartment, we all watch The Piano Teacher together.
For the
basically
first
holding
time.
hands.
Is that
Lost
actually true?
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
That is like actually insane.
Have you seen the video of Louis talking about it on Opie and Anthony?
No.
It's
What?
really funny. And that's what made us watch it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
And,
really
then
funny.
I got us all matching The Piano Teacher t-shirts.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like that movie should be like watched alone on a laptop and just feel awful after
Yeah.
it for like a week.
Oh, we didn't
Yeah.
feel good afterwards.
No, the idea of like watching it with my bros and we just go to like fail comps after is
Dude,
like
it
insane.
was so yeah. We watched The Piano Teacher and it was like, and welcome to your daily dose of the internet. Afterwards, just watching like a cat do a backflip. But let's see those 2, and then Kelly Reichardt's Old Joy,
Hell yeah.
and then Elaine May's Mikey and Nikki.
That's another really good list.
Yeah, hey, that's my 4
Room
list.
of 3 film buffs. Let's all watch the piano teacher.
Let's all watch the piano teacher
together. We think it's good, and it's not strange that we like it.
You're weird for not liking it.
By the way.
Andrew, where can people follow you? Where can they listen to you, see you live, blah, blah, blah?
And just follow me at Andrew_Durso on Instagram.
He's so goddamn funny, guys.
Watch it. Was it? Is that a cracked? You did a cracked comedy club?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good set. You gotta
share
watch
it on
that.
our Instagram.
Yeah, watch that. It's really
Please, thank
funny.
you.
Yeah. Andrew's a great stand-up.
Follow Micah Brucey at Micah Brucey.
Follow Diego Lopez at this Diego Lopez.
Patreon.com/a-little-time-pod for all episodes. If you're listening to this, you know that. Odyssey 222.
Special shout out to Odyssey 22. Thumbs up, Roger Ebert.
Patreon.com/a-little-time-pod. Follow the Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah.
Support us. We love you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.